Are you actually kidding me, bro? You make LA Knight tap out clean to the Yang General in the middle of that Yang. Are you really gonna do that, bro? You're really gonna make LA Knight bury? Like, oh my god, bro. Oh my days. This is just proof that LA Knight, he needs to leave the WWE. He needs to go elsewhere. There is no more future for this guy, okay? Before this match began, this is the way I thought it would all go, okay? The way I thought it would go was this. I thought Jey Uso, right? Because he got pinned by LA Knight at Monday Night Raw. Because he got pinned, he was going to show up to this match. And he already has like some beef with, Gunther. And he already has beef with Jey Uso. LA Knight. So Jey Uso will come out to the ring while the referee is down or something. And he will stare at both Gunther and LA Knight, right? And he's going to be like, okay, who do I pick? Who do I attack? And he's going to sit there and think for a quick second. And then he's going to go in there and start pummeling down on LA Knight because he was the guy that recently beat him. And he felt like he got screwed, right? Because at least Gunther, he beat him fair and square to regain his title, right? That's the way that he thought about it, logically speaking, in that kayfabe storyline. That's the way that you could go about it. And then you can damage LA Knight, and it will lay up Gunther to go in there and secure the victory, okay? So he will secure the victory as a heel, and that will allow LA Knight to, get this defeat, but go into a programming with Jey Uso as a heel. Isn't that more appealing? Can the WWE not do that? Can Triple H? All right. I've been, laying it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I've been, really pumping the brakes on hating on Triple H and the way that he books these things. Because obviously it is a tough job, right? I don't want to keep harping about the guy too much. But in these types of scenarios, how do I think of like immediate better plot lines than Triple H? Triple H is giving us this bullshit. How can we ever take LA Knight serious? And you know the funny part about it all? LA Knight is still going to come out on Monday Night Raw. He's still going to confront CM Punk. And he's still going to be like, yo, man, I never got my shot, yo. What? What are you talking about, bro? You never got your shot. What are you talking about, bro? What? Are you kidding me? Right? So the whole LA Knight push was this. The LA Knight push came in what was it, July? Yeah, I think it was July or like June, something like that, right? When Seth Rollins kayfabe injured his knee, and LA Knight got the pin over him. After that, LA Knight goes on to have a match as a number one contendership in a gauntlet match. In this gauntlet match, we had, I believe, Jey Uso, Braun Breaker, CM Punk, and LA Knight. Braun Breaker comes out. He defeats everybody, right, including LA Knight. He beats him clean, I think. And then Braun Breaker loses CM Punk. CM Punk becomes the number one contender. CM Punk goes to SummerSlam and he beats Gunther in the middle of that Ying. Yeah, Gunther, der Ying General. Ying, 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 Ying. Where is that music? Please, Editor Zach, please, hit his music. General, der Ying General. Gunther. Ying, 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 ying. Anyway, right? So he goes in there and he beats the guy. And then LA Knight, after CM Punk reclaims the title, he's like, bro, I still haven't gotten my shot, yo. I'm screwed out of my title shot, yo. Bro, what are you talking about? Oh yeah, I was the guy that defeated Seth Rollins last. And then CM Punk is like, bro, you've never even won a title. Right? And then LA Knight is like, yeah, but I've never gotten beaten by Seth Rollins like you did. And then CM Punk is like, bro, you're a goofball. I've beaten Seth Rollins as well. And I'm the champion right now. You're a goofball, bro. Right? So he gets buried on the mic. Triple H has him go out there and get buried on the mic. Okay? And then, what is his reward? What is it? Oh, a fatal four-way match in freaking Paris. Let's give him a fatal 4-way match in Paris. Let him go in there and go with this guy next. Where? I mean, look at him, bro. Look at his goofy face right now, bro. Look at him sit there, bro. Like, come on, bro. Look at him like tapping out, bro. How do you lose clean, bro? What even is this? What kind of a submission is this, bro? Half-baked STF? A half-baked STF? You lose to that? And you're 42 years old, 43 years old? And you're one of the most over guys in the WWE? I would hate to know what it would be like to not be over in the WWE if this is what being over looks like. Losing to a guy, come on, man, that looks like a melted candle that says in the middle of that ring, 1, 2, 3, FREE. This is what Triple H does to LA Knight? Why? Why? I really don't understand. And like the thing is that, like, and I don't want to be like this guy, be like, oh my god, I don't know why LA Knight doesn't get a push. I'll be honest here, bro. Okay, LA Knight, as good as he is, and as much as people want to talk about how good he is on the mic, he isn't that good on the mic. Okay, he fumbles all the time. He stutters and stammers and like forgets his line or messes up his lines so often. Right? Like I made a video not too long ago where like he's like my toilet something like my toilet is not in the sink, my toilet something like that, so random, and he slips up all the time. And then he'll be like, oh yeah, the best place for that is not today, the best place for that, I'm sorry, not today, not tomorrow. And like literally in his promo, and then Seth Rollins is looking at him like with a straight face like, bro, you're like fumbling your lines, like come on, man, it's supposed to be a punchline and you're messing it up. Okay, and now people are like, oh man, I really wish the world championship was around the waist of LA Knight. What is LA Knight gonna do with it, bro? Look at him right now, tapping, bro. He's tapping to the yin general. Yin, 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 yin. And like, we're gonna now get Gunther versus John Cena. What a diss. What a almost slap in the face for WWE fans. You know, like I've said it so many times, right? I've said it so many times. What is the point in making John Cena drop the belt at SummerSlam? We literally could have had John Cena right now be the champion. Can you imagine if he was still champion? I mean, John Cena being the champion this year was the peak, was the high point. Anytime he came out with the belt, that is what we love to see. And now he comes out, like ever since SummerSlam, he was already clocked out. He had that one good match against Cody, and that was it. Oh yeah, I'll see y'all later. I'll see y'all later, chat. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that John Cena acted ever since SummerSlam. And in that time period, he lost to Brock Lesnar, he lost to Cody Rhodes, he lost to Dominic Mysterio. So you, Gunther, right, as the Yin NRL, what positive will you get out of beating John Cena? If you think about it, right? In terms of getting the rub, quote unquote, what kind of a rub is Gunther going to get off of John Cena, who is clearly the worst version of himself? He's not over here beating Prime Cena and everybody's going to be shocked, right? That is not the John Cena that we have today. So for Gunther to go in there and beat him, what the fuck does it do for him? You already beat Goldberg in his last match. You already were a 2-time champion this year. You beating John Cena is going to make you just more of what you already are, and that is a bum. The only person that actually could have gotten a rub from beating John Cena would have been LA Knight. It really would have been LA Knight. And like I said, in my collab video with the Hater, where he asked me, Hater was like, yo, Heels Advocate, like, who do you think should win the Last Time Is Now tournament, and like, you know, who should retire, you know, quote unquote retire John Cena? I don't think it's a retirement, you know. I think you're just having the honor to wrestle somebody in their last match. Retiring somebody will be like unboxing, where you go in there and you knock somebody out and you freaking like fracture their eye socket and like one eye is blind and they can never fight again, and you literally costed them their careers. That is retiring somebody, bro. Not having their last match where everybody already knows that they're gonna lose. So I said, look, it should be Gunther, because It shouldn't be Gunther because Gunther deserves it. It should be Gunther because Gunther doesn't deserve it, right? So that already lays up the foundation for us to go out there and hate him even more. You understand? So we can already say, look, this guy barely deserved to be the world champion twice this year. He barely deserved the right to wrestle against Gunther Goldberg in his last match. And now this damn cocksucker is going to have another match, retiring another legend. The biggest legend in the last 25 years of the business, John Cena. He's going to get that privilege again. And he was champion twice this year? Are you kidding me? Right? So based off of that thinking pattern, I said it should be Gunther because we will hate him even more. But can we all collectively say that we hate him more before beating, like did the John Cena defeat make those who didn't hate him then? No. The people that hate him right now will just hate him more. So what you will do is you will stoke the fire a little bit more. But the fire is already there. The hate is already burning for Gunther. When you look at LA Knight, there is no fire. There is no steam. There is no motion. There is no momentum behind the guy. So at least go out there and like say, oh yeah, let me just go out there and say, oh, look, at least somebody got the rub off of him. At least somebody got the rub off of him, right? At least LA Knights, who never won the title, who never won their King of the Ring, who never, you know what I'm saying, got a proper title run. Even that United States title run was like BS, right? Bullshit. I didn't want to curse, but I said fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So he can go out there and lose to Jacob Fatu for, you know, he was just a transitional champion. That's it. That's all he was. You know what I'm saying? That's all he was. He was nothing more than a transitional champion. Wow. That is the career of LA Knight. He comes into the WWE and immediately in the first year, he's in a segment with Roman Reigns and he's able to compete for the world title. Now, granted, it was at Crown Jewel, which is a house show, which means that they had to pick the least meaningful guy for the job to compete in that matchup, which means LA Knight, WWE, Triple H, nobody thinks highly of you. That is his career. That is the position this guy is in. And now you have him lose in the semifinals. What is he going to say? What is he going to say next? Oh, he beat me fair and square. I'm going to go back to the drawing board and reassess the situation and come back a stronger man. Because right now, I don't deserve to be in this position. Because right now, I am not L.A. Knight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That is it. Is that really all you're going to say? I gave y'all the layup. I gave the WWE the layup. You should have brought out Jey Uso. You should have made him turn heel. You should have made him and LA Knight go into a program which could have, you know, easily went 3-4 months. Easily. You can stretch that out until Mania. Easily. If you wanted to, right? But no. You're going to stall his momentum with a clean loss? And this guy defeated Jey Uso? Bro, at least make Jey Uso beat LA Knight so we can have Gunther versus Jey Uso, the rematch. Right? Come on. Right? Like, Jey Uso never got his rematch against Gunther after losing. Right? Gunther got his rematch though, right? But Jey Uso never really got his rematch. Where is Jey Uso's rematch? Where is Jey Uso's rematch? No, nobody wants to talk about that. And even like this whole thing with WWE today, bro. Like, whenever these guys take a big loss, a big fat loss, they never come back. They never come back immediately after. Roman Reigns loses, for example. He's gone for 3 months and then he shows up and then be like, you know what, guys? Look, I'm not the man I used to be. Maybe I can be. And then like he looks up at the camera, you know, with his beautiful eyes and his beautiful teeth and his beautiful jaw and his beautiful beard. And then like he fucking raises up the camera. And then he does like the light skin stare. Right? That's fucking Roman Reigns right there. Or even Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, for example, will come out. He will lose to like John Cena at WrestleMania. And he will not show up for 2-3 months. What the fuck do you mean you don't want to show up immediately after, bro? Like this whole new thing of losing a big PLE match and then not showing up. Like Tiffany Stratton just lost to Jade Cargill. Where the hell has she been? You know what I'm saying? Where? Like Gunther, for example. Gunther lost to CM Punk in August. He hasn't shown up until this month. He hasn't shown up until December. 4 months this guy's been away. For 4 months, you don't care a damn about your world title being off your shoulders? For 4 months? Really? Come on, bro. And now, for example, right, John Cena is going to come out, and he's not even going to talk about the fact that Rey Mysterio cheated him out of the IC title. He's not going to come out and say, man, Dominic Mysterio on the Judgment Day, you guys are a bunch of like just slime back weasels. I didn't get a fair shot. I want my fair shot rematch. He's not going to do that, chat. This is the new thing. This is the new era of WWE where you lose a big match, you don't care about that match. You just simply move on. And wow, if Roman does it, if Gunther does it, if Jay does it, what the hell is somebody like LA Knight not going to do, bro? Next week, LA Knight is going to come out and he's going to talk about some BS. He's going to say LA Knight, yeah. And then he's going to simply just keep on doing what he's been doing as if he didn't lose. As if he literally didn't tap out to this freaking like fake STF. Like, is this supposed to be an STF? Is this supposed to be a threat to John Cena? Is this supposed to be some type of message? Like, what the hell is this, bro? And then he gets into the camera and he's like, oh yeah, I will show you that this will be your end. This will be the final time. John Cena, you will, bro, you're acting like you are the reason why he will retire now. Like, he's acting like this is HBK versus The Undertaker, career versus streak. You know what I'm saying? Bro, he's gone. Like, the fact is, John Cena could literally come out, wrestle a broomstick, and he will still retire. What? The fucking broomstick retired him? The freaking broomstick retired him? Oh my god, man. It just doesn't make any sense anymore. It literally does not make sense one bit anymore. And this is the WWE here. This is John Cena's farewell match. Like, you would think on his last year, he would try to put over LA Knight. He would try to be in a feud with LA Knight or tag team up with LA Knight. Give him the rub. Give him that shine a little bit. Make him share the spotlight with you. But no. Like, what are we going to do now? Gunther is going to come out. He's going to beat John Cena. He's going to go to the Royal Rumble and he might win it. He might win it, right? It's going to be either Sami Zayn or Gunther, in my opinion. Let's say it's Gunther. Let's say Gunther wins the Royal Rumble. What? Gunther is going to go out there and main event night 1 against CM Punk? A rematch? Really? Gunther versus CM Punk, the rematch at WrestleMania? What? Really? As if we didn't get that match already like a year ago? You know, by that point, obviously, by SummerSlam. That is the match that we want? It doesn't make sense. Maybe in the lead up to WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar can become the new World Heavyweight Champion and Gunther can challenge Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania and he can slay the beast and become the new World Heavyweight Champion. It's like, okay. You defeated Brock Lesnar as well. Wow, big whoop-de-fucking-do, bro. Didn't Seth Rollins literally beat the guy at WrestleMania 38 or 37? Seth Rollins defeated Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, chat. And now this is supposed to be like some incredible feat? Really? And like, the thing is this. Like, the push that Gunther is going to get is not going to be an actual legitimate push. It is only going to be a B-show push. A night 1 push. He's not going to win the Rumble and then suddenly Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes are like in a feud with this guy. He's not going to win the Rumble and feud with Roman Reigns and he's going to close off night 2 of WrestleMania, right? He's not going to win the Rumble and go after Cody Rhodes and close off the show with him. No, he's not going to win the Rumble and suddenly The Rock is going to come out and he wants a piece of Gunther. Nobody is going to give a damn about this guy. And that is a state that we are in, okay? So clearly, Gunther is not a star. Clearly, LA Knight had some momentum. He's been having some momentum for the last 3 years. He has been the guy that clearly is like overdue with a push. Clearly, he's not going to get over no more. Clearly, he's 42 years old, and time is ticking, and the time may have officially passed because our boy LA Knight was simply tapping in the middle of his in the middle of this ring. 1, 2, 3. That is it. That is his career. Now, he made it to the WWE, respect. He became United States champion, respect. He got over with the fans, respect. You know, he did more than most people. But the fact of the matter is, the WWE screwed him over. They literally screwed him over. What is this over infatuation with trying to put Gunther in all of these positions? Who cares? Gunther hasn't sold any single merch, any substantial amount of merch, shirts, whatever. Gunther never sold a freaking arena out. He never drew a dime to save his fucking life. That's crazy to me, bro. A heel defeated a babyface clean and the babyface tapped out. Usually the babyface is doing the submissions and the heel is tapping out because the heel is a coward, right? For example, Jey Uso, Gunther, WrestleMania 41 opening, right? Prime example. Man, LA Knight, I feel bad for you, bro. Quit the WWE because I'm going to leave this shit pretty soon as well. I'm the Heels Advocate and I'm out.